Trinice Greer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Latoya Johnson, Kansas City, Missouri.
Melanie McCray, Winfield, Iowa.
Shalisa Williams, Kansas City, Missouri.
Cherokee Barrett, Kansas City, Missouri.
Danae Beavers, Kokomo, Indiana.
Lindsay Rhodes, St. Genevieve, Missouri.
Danielle Adams, Lee Summit, Missouri. Diana Voinova, Pernik, Bulgaria.
Dominique Ivory, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Mack is wearing red with blue and white trim. Jefferson wearing mainly white with red trim. As we are set for the tip between Adams and Shadbolt. And the ball is knocked around, picked up by the Lady Vikings. Jefferson on the attack to get it started. Barrett in the near side corner to Johnson on the wing. Back for Barrett in the corner. Latoya Johnson has it once more. They feed Adams inside. Got free, lays it up and in.
And Coach Cuck can't like that. That was a little bit too easy for Danielle Adams. They're going to have to double her as soon as she touches the basketball, or else it's going to be a long night for the Lady Cardinals.
2-0 Lady Vikings. Frazier Jones over the timeline for the Mack Cardinals. Has it on the right wing, drives baseline, cut off, ball poked away, and out of bounds. It remains with Mack with 14 on the shot clock.
Jeffco pressuring all the way down the court defensively. They're going to try and force Mack into a lot of turnovers in the early going.
Shadbolt got free, and her shot is deflected away by Adams. She got free for a moment, but Adams recovered to block it away. Back the other way come the Vikings. Johnson pulls up for the long two, missed it, rebound on the weak side by Bell. Still 2-0 Jefferson, about a minute into the ball game. Bounce pass right side on the wing to Frazier Jones. Trying to feed to the post. Instead, the ball goes into the corner for LaShayla Bell. Now it's Milfeld on the right wing. Cut off on the baseline by Johnson. Bounce pass to Jones cutting in, and she lost the handle. The ball's out of bounds.
Nobody really moving. Jeffco really isolating Mack on one side of the court right there, but nobody really moving around from middle area on offense. So they got to move around a little bit better than that. They had about 2 or 3 people trying to go to the same spot. They're going to have to move around, spread the ball, maybe use a little bit of ball reversal tonight.
Still 2-0 Jefferson on top. Vikings with the ball after the turnover. Shea Williams at the top, swings it right to Barrett. Barrett brings it near side for Johnson. Feeds Adams in the post. Backs her way in. Hook shot off the mark. And the rebound battled for and hauled in by Leslie Adams.
And surprising right there, Ryan, they let Adams guard her one-on-one. They let Leslie Adams guard her one-on-one. No double team there. And Coach Cuck's going to call a 30-second timeout here, but there was no double team on Adams on that offensive end. And I don't know if that's such a good idea. She's a heck of a ball player. You might want to put 2 bodies on her and make somebody else beat you.
Now, she did miss that initial shot, but you'll take that matchup anytime you can get it throughout
Absolutely.
the whole game.
Oh, one-on-one, Danielle Adams just about against anybody in the country is an advantage for Jefferson College. And I don't know if, I'm not sure what the game plan for Coach Cuck was, but, you know, that's going to be a tough matchup all night for Leslie Adams.
Coming back from the 30-second timeout, Jefferson on top, 2-0. It'll be Mineral Area on offense when we resume with 18-13 remaining in the first half.
Mineral's got to move around on the offensive end. They weren't doing a whole lot of that on their last couple of possessions. Make sure you're moving around and try and get somebody open, set some screens, but don't stand around.
Ball worked into the right corner for Milfeld, drives baseline, and forced up a shot blocked away by Adams. She picks up the loose ball, tried to knock it off of Adams and out of bounds. Instead, Adams took it away. Johnson right down the middle of the floor. Brings it near side for Williams, and she travels. Took too many steps as she got that pass. A little bit out of control, maybe not expecting the pass to come her way. So it's Mack basketball after the turnover. Sarah Frazier-Jones will bring it over the timeline. Moves to the right side wing, looking to feed the post. She's going to go ahead and throw up the shot, missed the 3, and the rebound battled for underneath. And it was taken away from Dominique Ivory. There's another block by Adams. Danielle Adams blocking it from Leslie Adams. And then the other way, a 3-point shot is missed. by Danielle Adams, and then a foul underneath on Mineral Area.
Frazier Jones there kind of looked like Adams was throwing her to the ground, but Frazier Jones actually hooked Danielle Adams trying to get that rebound. It's not an easy matchup to try and box her out. And it's a tough job. Frazier Jones about 4 or 5 inches shorter than Adams.
Up top, the pass to Ivory. Near side for Williams, into the corner for Johnson. Trying to feed the post, trying to get it to Adams. So far, it's not there. Back to the far side for Barrett. Near side, Williams lost the handle. It's picked off by Frazier Jones.
That's what Mineral Area needs to do, is force Jeffco into turnovers. Those are really Jeffco's turnovers and not Mineral's, but Mineral can get some turnovers tonight. They're definitely going to have a good chance.
Chad Bolt tried to dump it inside. A foul's been called on the baseline against Jefferson.
Shea Williams with a little bit of a push on Frazier Jones. She tried to receive the entry pass.
We've played over 3 minutes of this first half, and Mineral Area has not scored. Jefferson has scored only once. It's 2-0.
Each team with a few turnovers and just the one made basket.
Jones down low, forces up the shot off the right block, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped up high, and Max got it. Open three, left wing for Milfeld. Missed it, too strong, and the rebound is to Deanna Voinova, who just checked in. Back come the Lady Vikings. Skip pass, far side for Adams. Now cutting in, pull-up jumper in the paint, no good, and the rebound is tipped up high. Back the other way comes Bell. Puts up the runner off the window, can't get it to fall home, and the right side rebound pulled down by Milfeld. Launches the three, missed it. Another rebound for Voinova, and back the other way we go.
Mineral's getting good shots, they just have to knock them down.
Taking it all the way to the basket is LaToya Johnson, and she's fouled on the way there. See if she has free throws coming up, and yes, she does.
LaToya Johnson's a player that really hasn't gotten quite the recognition that she deserves for Jefferson College this season, after basically becoming what Shatira Kinchin was last year for Jefferson College. LaToya Johnson has just been absolutely fantastic as a freshman, leading this team as the point guard, the team's second leading scorer.
14 points and about 5 assists per game. She hits the first free throw. Ends a long scoring drought by both teams. It's now 3-0 Lady Vikings. One more shot on the way, it's good. Foul was called against Leslie Adams of Mac. 2 team fouls for Mineral, 1 for Jefferson. It's a 4-0 Lady Vikings lead, 16:05 remaining first half. Shadbolt has it, traveled with the basketball.
Took that extra step as she went into the paint. Looked like she was going to throw up the runner with one hand, and then decided to take an extra step to try and get in better position, and that's a no-no here in basketball.
I think that was Johnson who kind of put a little pressure on her, and that forced her to take that extra step and get called for the travel, trying to make her move. So it's Vikings ball. Johnson swings it right beyond 3, given to Adams. Danielle puts it on the floor. Now bounce pass back up top for Johnson. Johnson puts on the floor, spots for the 3 from the top, buries it. 7-0 Jefferson on top.
Right there, it was Frazier Jones just kind of begging Johnson to shoot the basketball. Actually, I think it was Milfeld just kind of saying, you know what, shoot it. And Johnson took a step a little bit closer to the three-point line, decided to put it up.
Left side for Leslie Adams. Her jumper is going to rim in. Hits the 15-footer off the left elbow. Leslie Adams gets Mac on the board at 7-2. Here's another 3. Pulled right side by LaToya Johnson. It is good. And the Vikings go up 10-2.
And she hasn't had a hand in her face yet. They need to step out and guard her on the perimeter.
She's got 8 points of the 10 scored by Jefferson. Adams has the other 2. Bell bounce pass right baseline for Milfeld. Backs her way in, forced the shot up, no good, but she is fouled. Voinova and Johnson were both in the vicinity.
Voinova came in and gave her a little bit too much of the body. Foul is called on the floor, so it won't be a shooting foul.
Deanna Voinova picks up the foul, her first, team's second.
Wires checks into the game, replacing Milfeld for Mineral Area.
Kobe wears number 3. She gets the pass in the left corner, drives baseline, up off the window, left it too short, rebound Adams, back on the Vikings.
Had a good
on
look.
The right side, dribbling with the left hand. Up top to receive it, Ivory. The ball was tipped away, but Johnson runs it down. Now finds Adams left wing, now middle of the floor. Ivory sets the pick. And then driving all the way in, missing the shot was Adams. Rebound Ivory. And the ball is forced to Adams underneath, who in turn tries to get it to Cherokee Barrett, and it's knocked out of bounds by the MAC defenders.
That was a great effort there by Dominique Ivory. She came flying in, and as soon as she caught it, it was almost a touch pass to Danielle Adams right back to her on the baseline.
Jefferson makes a few changes. Beavers in for the first time, and also Shea Williams back in. And the pass is knocked away. Good job by Shadbolt to deny Cherokee Barrett that pass as she was taking it to the rim, cutting towards the hoop. Inbounds play goes way up top. Long three by Adams. Can't get it to go. Got her own rebound after the tip, and now it's loose and out of bounds. Knocked out by Leslie Adams of Mineral Area. It'll remain Jeffco ball.
I don't care how good Danielle Adams might be. Coach Emmerich's not going to be happy with that shot. She took that from about the volleyball line. Not a good shot by anybody on the floor.
That was about 4 feet, 5 feet beyond the arc. Here's another long three. That's an air ball by Johnson. Jefferson seems to be forcing the issue a little bit. But they still lead 10-2. MAC just cannot get going offensively.
Mineral just 1 of 9 shooting are the MAC Lady Cardinals.
Frazier Jones has it. Now gives back to LaShayla Bell as she brings it over the timeline. Up top for Corey Wires, right wing Sarah Frazier Jones, cut off on the baseline. Looking, and gives it to Adams cutting in. Can't hit the shot. Rebound Danielle Adams. Pass down court for Barrett. Foot race to the rim. A layup good with the left hand.
Nice little scoop shot there by Cherokee Barrett, getting herself positioned to where the defender couldn't block that layup.
10-2. Jefferson up by 10. 13.5 to play. First half. Bounce pass inside. Shadbolt turns, fires it up, buries it from 12.
Little step back jumper right there.
Little fall away. Good looking shot there. Here's a three left side, missed by Beavers. You had the rebound, tipped it to Danielle Adams, who lays it up and in. Danielle Adams has 4 points. Jefferson up 14-4. Back to a 10-point advantage. Wires at the top between the circles. Dribbles in, steps back beyond the arc, picks up the dribble and hands off to Jones. Lob pass right side for Wires, who dribbles in, then back out of the three-point arc. Jones left wing, up top, and then back down low into the post. Turnaround by Adams right before the buzzer sounded for the shot clock violation. Missed the shot, the rebound Jeffco.
Excellent defense there by Jefferson College, not allowing Mineral Area to get the ball on the inside. They were trying to do it the whole time, and they pretty much kept them on the perimeter.
And Jefferson's going to call a timeout. Coach Emmerich wants a 30-second timeout. We'll leave it here. 12:16 to play in the first half. Jefferson up 14-4. Both teams really having a hard time really getting into the flow of things, but MAC certainly struggling a little bit more than Jefferson is.
MAC 1 of 12 shooting to begin the game. They started off 0 of 7 until they got that little floater. I'm sorry, 2 of 12 shooting, not 1 of 12, but they're really struggling to get the, like you said, to get things going offensively. Jefferson doesn't look very smooth and in sync as well, but Mineral Area is really just kind of shooting themselves in the foot. They've had some good looks. They've had some open looks, just unable to knock them down right now.
Mineral Area has one player that is out for this game. That's a pretty important piece to the puzzle, Leandra Sands. She is ill and is not playing tonight. In fact, I don't even think she's here. That's caused a little bit of some problems perhaps for MAC with the way they run their offense. Lindsay Rhodes will check in at the next break. Open three from the top by Leslie Adams, no good. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Shea Williams. It'll be MAC ball. Danielle Adams will get a break and head to the bench as Lindsay Rhodes from St. Genevieve checks in. Milfeld inbounding for MAC. A little bit of pressure applied by Jeffco. Shanbolt over the timeline, picks up the dribble, left side wing, pass to the top for Wires. Wires comes right wing, passes off to Milfeld. Now on the baseline, Leslie Adams, kick out, Milfeld, ball fake. Back to Adams in the paint, turnaround, rims out, no good, rebound the Vikings.
Nice little give and go right there. Just again, unable to knock down the shots. Mineral Area really struggling offensively.
Pass to the right wing beyond 3 to Barrett. Now it's Johnson between the circles. Left side now given to Williams. Williams is going to sprint to the basket, lays it up and in. She found that open lane, and there was no stopping her.
Coach Cook can't really be happy right now with the way his team's performing.
Back the other way, and a foul underneath. It'll be a block against Jefferson. Driving in was LaShayla Bell. She'll have free throws after missing the shot. And now they're going to change it and call a charge. No, they're not. Okay.
It was on Danae Beavers. She gets the call. Was trying to take the charge, but well underneath the basket and didn't have her feet established, so it's a 2-shot foul for Mineral Area.
And the first one is off the mark by LaShayla Bell. Frazier Jones back in for Mineral Area. 2 players averaging in double figures for the Mac Lady Cardinals. Shad Bolt at 12.8 per game and Leslie Adams at just over 10 per contest. 1 of 2 hit at the line for Bell. Makes it 16-5.
Sherry Glennie checks in from Australia, the 6'1" freshman for the Mac Lady Cardinals from Melbourne. Player just transferred in for Jefferson College, Ryan, and she's not eligible tonight, but they should expect her to be eligible by next week.
Next week, I do believe. And timeout taken again by Jefferson. Another 30-second timeout called by Coach Emmerich. 11:05 to go, first half. Vikings up by 11, 16-5.
It's amazing that they can recruit people from other countries. Jefferson College just got the transfer in from Australia. Roy Nova is a transfer from Bulgaria. Mineral Area, they've got Glennie from Australia. They've got Fraser Jones from Australia. They've got Shadbolt from Australia.
3 of them.
It's amazing that they can recruit, junior colleges can recruit these girls that can play so well from other countries. It's amazing how, I want to know how they find out about these girls, really. I mean, how do you find out about girls that good?
To be honest, a lot of it just has to do with who you know. A lot of 4-year institutions will try to place kids before they want them perhaps to come to their institution.
Maybe kind of get adjusted to the American style of basketball.
That's usually how it works. You know somebody, you can make it work. Shea Williams for 3 from the top, buries that one for Jefferson back from the timeout. They go up 19-5.
Mineral Area has to be very careful to not let this one get away early.
Frazier Jones left wing beyond the arc, guarded by Shea Williams. Bounce pass to Milfeld. Milfeld at the top near the free throw line. Turns, fires it to Wires, right wing. Wires inside the arc, pulls up from 10. Tough shot, can't get it to fall. Rebound Johnson, back come the Vikings. Johnson up top for Williams. Another 3 is up and that is home.
Jefferson playing right now out of that timeout with a lot of confidence. That doesn't bode well for Mineral Area. They need to not let this one slip away, down by 17. One thing we've seen, Ryan, Jefferson College, they know how to put games away. If they're able to, they know how to do it.
And there's a dangerous pass underneath. Melfeld was trying to find Adams. It's taken away. Johnson down court. Up to McCright. She's open for 3. She can hit those, but that one pinballs out. Rebound Matt. Melanie McCright actually has the best 3-point percentage on the team. There's a kick out, left side. Back around the perimeter it goes. Now down to Adams, right block. Can't hit the shot, missed that runner. And the rebound is to the Vikings.
Mac just 2 of 15 shooting right now. The Lady Cardinals just can't get it going at all on the offensive end.
Johnson is going to go ahead and pop the 3 from the top. That one's off. Right side rebound hauled down by Frazier Jones. Lob pass ahead for Milfeld, right way. Back for Jones up high. Takes it to the basket, and the ball is knocked away. They call a foul underneath on Jeffco. 9:05 to play first half. Lady Vikings up big, and Mac needs something to spark them.
A couple more substitutions for both squads, actually.
Melanie McCright picked up the foul. 4th team foul on Jefferson. Mac has 2.
Mac just needs, like you said, they need that spark, Ryan. They need to make a little bit of a mini run here to stay in this ball game, or else they're going to let it get away from them quickly.
Glennie brings it up top for Shadbolt, and she's going to drive in. Shot deflected away by Adams, picked up by the Vikings. And Johnson, kick out, left side for Adams, spots for 3, can't get it. She just can't hit the shots right now. Rebound Sarah Frazier-Jones, ahead for Bell, to the rim, and Johnson stripped it away from her, but had it out of bounds.
You mentioned Danielle Adams.
With her She picked it up with her feet right on the baseline out of bounds.
You mentioned Danielle Adams not being able to get going for Jeffco. I think she only has 2 points. But right now she doesn't really need to because the Mac Lady Cardinals can't hit anything.
Here's a shot forced up by Jones. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Adams. That's a tough shot for Sarah. Challenging 3 Viking defenders. Johnson up top between the circles. Pass right wing beyond 3 to McCright. Guarded by number 10, Sherry Glennie, and now Jeffco's unable to get a shot.
That was great interior defense there by Shadbolt as Lindsay Rhodes established great position right underneath the basket. Shadbolt held her ground and was able to block the shot.
Here's Bell taking a shot baseline, hits it from 18. Tough shot there. First field goal in some time for Mac.
About 6 minutes without a field goal there for the Mineral Area College Lady Cardinals.
Makes it 22-7. Between the circles, McCright, right wing Johnson. Feeds in the post to Lindsay Rhodes. Rhodes trying to work on Shadbolt, has to bring it back out on the perimeter to Johnson. And Johnson is fouled on her move towards the basket, pulled up and hit the shot, but the foul was before the bucket went home and before the shot taken.
I don't think Briley Millfeld can guard Latoya Johnson one-on-one right there. It proved it. Johnson way too quick for her, and Johnson's actually going to check out of the ball game, but that's a tough matchup one-on-one for Millfeld.
That's her first personal, I believe. Actually, they have 2 listed up there. I think it's only her first, though. Williams inbounding for the Vikings. Right wing to McCright, back into the corner. Williams is there. Up top now, driving inside. The 3-point arc as Barrett has to back it out. 18 on the shot clock as Williams has it right side. Feeds to Adams. Little turnaround hook shot. It's off the mark, and the rebound to Shadbolt.
That time the double team came. It was still a little bit late, but the double team came, and it really disrupted Adams' shot.
Here's a jumper left wing off the elbow. Good looking shot there. Falls home for the Mac Cardinals. Another bucket there for LaShayla Bell. Back-to-back possessions and points for the Mac Cardinals. It's 22-9.
They can cut this lead back down to 10. Mac will have a little bit of momentum.
Up inside, great feed from Williams, but Barrett cannot handle the pass off her fingertips and out of bounds. Turnover Jeffco. Mac with a chance to gain a little more momentum, down 22-9 with 6:51 to go in the half.
Why not feed it to LaShayla Bell? She's looked good on the last 2 possessions for the Lady Cardinals. Got a good looking shot.
She has scored on back-to-back attempts. Oh, and Frazier Jones had the pass go right through her arms and out of bounds. It was just the quick little inbound play to Wires, and Jones was going to get it right back, and I think she took her eyes off the ball. So the turnover gives it back to Jeffco right underneath the basket. Adams receives it up high into the right corner. 3 ball on the way, no good by Barrett. They battle for the rebound. It'll be a jump ball. On the possession arrow, it'll be Mac.
Coach Cook wanted a timeout right there. Actually, they called a foul on McCright. On the floor, they called a foul.
Oh, wow.
Both players diving for the ball. It looked like Wires had position. She had the basketball, but McCright trying to get her arms in there, so it's a tough foul on Melanie McCright.
And they're going to whistle a foul underneath on Jeffco again as Mac was making a move. Bumped on the right wing. There's Shadbolt.
They got Shea Williams, and she's going to come out of the game.
Shea Williams actually picked up that second foul, and now this one, I believe, was on Williams again. Mac inbounds. Wires up top between the circles, guarded by Johnson. Swings the pass into the corner right side. Now down low. Layup attempt good for LaShayla Bell.
And that's a matchup Mac wanted there. They had McCright isolated on Bell, and that's a mismatch in favor of Mac right there.
McCright pulls the 3 from the top and buries it. They set the pick for her, and she makes him pay. Melanie McCright hits the 3. It's 25-11 Jefferson. We got a full timeout on the floor. We will take a break as well. 6:03 to go, first half. Jefferson 25, Mac 11. Back in 60 on regional radio. It's a 14-point advantage for the Jefferson College Lady Vikings over the Mac Cardinals here on regional radio from Jefferson College in Hillsboro. Enjoying the basketball, bringing it over the timeline is Katie Eldridge.
Seeing her first action of the night.
Frazier Jones up high between the circles. Eldridge out of St. Pius High School. There's the dump inside for Shadbolt. Got a late jump going to the basket, and she does get fouled. She spun to get away from Danielle Adams, and she had clear sailing but didn't realize it. And Adams commits the foul trying to catch up.
Mineral's got to hit their free throws. That's 17 fouls on Jefferson College, so Mineral in the bonus here every time they get fouled. And she misses the first one, does Shadbolt, but Mineral's obviously struggling right now offensively, so when they do get opportunities like free throws, they've got to knock them down.
And Shadbolt will miss both of them. Adams the rebound. Baseline left side, dump underneath for Lindsay Rhodes. Layup good. Somebody didn't get back on defense for Mineral, and an easy lay-in for Rhodes.
Somebody forgot about Lindsay Rhodes, and she ran right up on the baseline, and nobody, just untouched. That's as easy as it gets.
Shadbolt will put up the jumper left side. That one pinballs through. Little 12-footer. She's got 4 points. It's 27-13. Mac down to Jeffco. Jeffco Vikings with the ball. Near side wing for Johnson, down low, backing her way in. Adams spins, puts it up and through. She got matched up with Bell, and that was a mismatch in favor of Jeffco.
Well, really, and you hate to put it this way, but Adams matched up one-on-one on anybody is a mismatch for the opponent. You've got to come and double team her as soon as she touches the ball. Make somebody else beat you.
Frazier Jones left wing beyond three to Shadbolt. Thought about the three-point shot, won't take it. Now it's Eldridge driving in, kick out left side, driving in, and the running jumper is good for Frazier Jones. Nice runner in the paint. That's the first bucket for Sarah Frazier Jones. Cuts the lead, the deficit, I should say, back to 14.
Mineral needs to stop here on defense.
Down low for Adams, kick out. Here's a three by Greer, that's good. Trinice Greer hits the tray.
Jeffco has 6 3-pointers here in the first half, 6 of 14.
Up top between the circles is Bell. Right wing, Jones. Now it's Shadbolt, gets around Adams, bounce pass baseline. Jones drives in, ball deflected away as Cherokee Berry got a hand on that one. It will remain with Mack with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Leslie Adams, Briley Milfeld back in for Mack, replacing Shadbolt and Eldridge. Bell finds Milfeld, right baseline. Up on the wing beyond three to Jones. Feeds right block, little spin move in the paint, and Leslie Adams had it blocked by Danielle Adams. Shot clock expires, but Jeffco had the ball picked up nonetheless in possession. There's a reach in against Mineral Areas. Johnson was driving in.
Wires couldn't keep up there with Johnson, didn't really have good position with her feet, and Johnson would have gone right around her. That's actually not a bad foul by Kobe Wires.
It's her first and the team's fourth. 17 fouls against Jeffco. Layup attempt no good by Ivory on the inbounds play. Rebound battled for. Leslie Adams has it. Ahead for Jones. Jones over the timeline. 2-on-1 if she hurries. Finds Bell, lays it up, missed it. Rebound is to Ivory of Jeffco.
This has been a physical first half, Ryan. We've seen it, and the referees are letting him play, so you don't really mind it. We saw that last night in the high school boys game. You don't mind a physical game as long as the refs let him play.
Ball worked around the perimeter, near side for Johnson. Feeds into Adams. Adams spins. Little fade away is good, and the foul. What a shot by Danielle Adams. I'm telling you what, she is something special.
Little turnaround jumper, but she made it look easy. She keeps the ball high. She's about 6'2", so she's going to be just as tall, or if not taller, than anybody else on the floor. And she's able to keep the ball up high over her head. Never brings the ball down. And that's something that you really have to teach, and teach it very well to get a player to do that.
She missed the free throw. Rebound to Frazier Jones. Left wing Wires. Dribbles inside the arc near the free throw line. Milfeld spots for the open three. Buries it from the top.
Good penetration on the inside, and the kick out there to Milfeld left her wide open, and it's good to see Mack able to hit that shot because they need some buckets.
Ivory Brings it back out to McCright up top. Jefferson right now up 34-18. Ivory at the top of the key, right wing. Johnson gets around wires, goes to the rim, almost traveled, missed the layup, rebound, stick back, missed by Adams. Then Leslie Adams got the rebound for Mack, and a foul committed by Jeffco.
You're 1-1 for Mineral Area here. Mack only has 5 team fouls, so they're still 2 away.
Dominique Ivory commits the foul, her first, 8th team foul against Jeffco.
Dominique Ivory, the only sophomore on this team for Jefferson College, and she's the one returner, and Coach Emmerich really looked to her to lead this team, and she's been a big component in that 16-1 start.
Leslie Adams at the line, the first one, missed it. Can't hit the front end of the 1-and-1, rebound Jeffco.
I mentioned Mack has to hit their free throws. They're 1 of 5 to start in the game so far.
Right between the circles, right wing to Greer. Feeds to the right block to Adams. Tried to dump the pass underneath. It's tipped away and out of bounds by Frazier Jones. Still Jeffco ball with 12 on the shot.
That's the first time we've seen Adams double teamed immediately as soon as she touches the basketball. It might have been triple teamed there, actually.
Lob pass goes up top for Adams. She's going to pull the 3. Can't get it to fall, and the rebound underneath by Mack. Bell over the timeline. Bounce pass, left block, Leslie Adams, and the shot blocked away by Danielle Adams, but a foul has been called, and Danielle will commit her second personal. This will send Leslie back to the free throw line.
Danielle Adams thought she had a clean block there. Referee right on top of it. Coach Emmerich talking to the referee as well right now.
And the free throw missed by Leslie Adams, averaging 10 points per game, 7.6 rebounds for the sophomore from Career Academy High School in St. Louis, Missouri.
Good crowd out here for this rivalry.
Adams is 60% free throw shooter, but she's 0 for 3 now in the game, missing both on that trip. Right in the left corner is fouled by Frazier Jones.
Actually got a travel there on McCright.
Thank you.
She got bumped a little bit, but no call again. It's been a physical first half, so as long as it stays that way, as long as the referees aren't calling ticky-tacky fouls, you can live with it.
Minute 36 remaining first half. Jefferson up 34-18. Milfeld over the timeline. Left corner for Bell. She'll take the 18-footer from there. Missed it. Rebound. Stick back is up and through for Sherry Glennie. Right place at the right time. Nobody boxed her out.
Mineral could use the stop on defense right here, and they have a chance if they can make a little mini run here to cut this lead to single digits.
Turnover, Jeffco. Trinice Greer made a bad pass to McCright. Jeffco almost took it back. Now they will. McCright's got it. Took it away from Glennie. And now the ball loose on the floor yet again, and finally picked back up, and they'll get it to their point guard to take it over the timeline. That's Johnson. Johnson's going to pop the 3. She was left open, missed it. Left side rebound. Glennie lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Ivory of Jefferson. It will be Mack basketball with 43 seconds remaining in the first half.
Mack could use a bucket right here as Beavers will check in for McCright.
Riley Milfeld inbounding to Glennie. Back for Milfeld. 35 seconds remaining in the first half. Frazier Jones cut off right side. Swings it back to the top. Now left wing for Milfeld. Down low on the baseline for Bell. Brings it back to the top for Jones. Milfeld left wing. Ball fake. Heads inside the arc. Hands off the wires. Now it's Milfeld. Long 3 from the top. That's off the mark. Rebound in the corner is kept alive by Jeffco. Adams hauls it down. 10 seconds to go. Leslie Adams in transition. Brings it right side. Open 3 for Johnson. Can't get it to go with 2 seconds. And Max got it for the final seconds. They cannot get a shot. At the end of the first half, Jefferson College leads 34-20 over the Mack Lady Cardinals.
You may not know their names, but the students who are helped through a Jefferson College Foundation scholarship carry thanks in their hearts. It's for the kindness that our contributors have shown. Make a difference in their tomorrows.
Education, the great equalizer. It doesn't just mean you get more knowledge, it means you improve your quality of life.
Give to the Jefferson College Foundation today.
Mineral area will get the ball, I believe, to start the second half. And they need to just come out firing. They need to come out and shoot the basketball better. If they can do that, there's no telling where this game will be, with 5 minutes to go.
Mineral area will start the second half with the same five that began. Adams, Shadbolt, Frazier Jones, as well as Bell and Milfeld. Jones in the left corner has it. Swings it to the top. Now they dump it inside. Adams got free. A big block that time by Voinova. And the ball is out of bounds. Last touch by Mineral area. Leslie Adams tried to save it. There's a change for Jeffco to start the second half. Voinova is in there.
A lot of contact on that last possession and no foul called there for Mineral area.
So it's the Vikings with the ball at the top. Johnson. Left side wing beyond three to Adams. She's going to pull it and banks it in. Three-point basket falls home off the window for Leslie Adams. Danielle Adams, excuse me.
And you don't want to get that. You don't want to get her going there. If that shot starts falling, it might spell trouble for the Lady Cardinals.
Shadbolt gets around Voinova, goes to the rim, missed the layup, rebound, battled for, and Ivory has it. Johnson down court. Dumps it underneath for Voinova, backs her way out. Shadbolt deflected the shot away. Voinova picks it back up, and the pass out on the wing. Down low, in the kick out. Adams for three from the top, and that one pinballs out, and then right back through the cylinder.
A couple of lucky shots there for Danielle Adams here to start the second half, and now it's a 20-point lead. This is what Mac really needed to stay away from.
A three-point shot that pinballs straight up into the air and then through the cylinder. And prior to that, a banked shot three.
That's a lot of rotation on the basketball.
Shadbolt had the ball deflected away as she drives left side.
Jeffco right now playing absolutely incredible interior defense, not allowing any easy shots near the basket.
Jeffco is up the lead to 20 as we begin the early moments of the second half. Shadbolt out on the wing to Milfeld. Ball fake, ball taken away by Johnson. Tipped it to Barrett. Barrett's going to take it all the way to the rim. Pass at the last moment to Johnson. Can't hit the layup. Voinova's there. She picks it up and is fouled.
Man, there's a lot of contact going on both ends of the floor, and that's the first whistle we've had. And I don't know. It looks like both sides of the floor right now. There could have been a couple of fouls called. I know it's a physical game, but man, these girls are getting hammered out there.
Diana Voinova to the free throw line. The first one rims out, no good.
You mentioned Jeffco, a very good free throw shooting team right now. 66%, that's not a bad percentage for a team.
And Voinova will hit one of two. That's her first point of this ball game. Foul was on LaShayla Bell. That was her second. Jefferson up 41-20. Started off on a 7-0 run to begin this second half. Adams in the left corner, trying to take the ball away from Bell. Now it's Frazier Jones with it. Feeds Shadbolt. And great give underneath, and Leslie Adams cannot finish, but she is fouled. And Danielle Adams, I believe, will pick up the personal.
That's her third one. She might have to come out.
Actually, it's only two on her. Okay, yeah. I guess that's right.
Wow, I thought that was three on Danielle Adams, and that would have been a big break for Mineral Area, but it is only her second, so she'll stay in the ball game, but that would have been a blow for Jefferson.
Leslie Adams misses the first free throw. She's 0 for 4 at the line tonight.
Mineral Area now 1 of 8 at the charity stripe. Danielle Adams will check out of the ball game as Beavers checks in.
Leslie Adams' second shot, good. She does hit 1 of 2 on this trip. 20-point lead for Jefferson, 41-21. Johnson into the right side for Beavers. Back for Johnson. Beavers pulls the three, missed it. Left side rebound, Voinova. Kicks it back out to Barrett. Down low, Voinova in the paint, lost the handle. Dangerous pass to Ivory, kicks it out. Back up top for Johnson. Now to Voinova. She'll take the shot off the left elbow. Can't get that one to fall home. And the rebound stick back missed by Ivory, but she is fouled.
Jefferson out hustling Mineral Area right now. That's really been the story to open this second half is Jeffco all over the boards, all over the defensive end.
We're going to get timeout taken by Coach Gary Cuck of the Mac Lady Cardinals. 17:22 to go in the second half. Jefferson up 41-21. We're back in 60 seconds on Regional Radio. 20-point lead for Jefferson College as we are back to action here at the Jeffco Fieldhouse in Hillsboro. At the free throw line, shooting two, Dominique Ivory. Sophomore southpaw puts up the first one and good.
And Ivory's really stepped up her game. She's really improved from last season. A little bit inconsistent. She got into some foul trouble a lot last season, and she's really worked very hard at not getting into foul trouble and has really improved on defense.
It's both of her free throws.
Really improved at the offensive end as well.
Not scoring a ton of points, but doing a lot of the other things. Big rebounding, setting picks, things like that. That's how she pretty much has helped out this Jeffco team this year. Wires cut off on the baseline right side, fell to the ground, but kept her dribble alive. Nice job there. Finds Fraser Jones. Now to Milfeld. Bounce pass, Shadbolt left side, has to back it out. Up and down low, and a shot clock violation against Mineral.
Anytime Mineral has tried to get the ball on the inside, Jeffco has swarmed that player with 2 or 3 defenders. They're going to force Mineral Area to shoot the ball from the outside, and Mineral is not doing a good job in the ball game doing that.
Ball worked around the perimeter, right wing, Johnson. Into the right corner, Beavers. Down low, right block, Voinova missed the lay-in. Didn't have the right angle. Mack clears the rebound. They bring it down court. They need to score. Here's Shadbolt getting free. Short jumpers off the mark, and the rebound tipped to Beavers. Now it's Barrett. Barrett handles at the top, hands off to Johnson. Johnson had it stripped away. It'll go out of bounds. Remains with Jefferson. Jeffco up 43-21, their largest lead of this ball game. They started off on a 9-1 run in the second half. Here's Melanie McCrite checking back in for the Lady Vikings. Sherry Glennie back in as well for Mac. First action for both of those players in the second half. Crite lobs it in, right block to Voinova. Spins, doesn't have a shot, now puts it on the floor, makes a move, and the shot does not fall. They battle for the rebound. Voinova's got it, missed a layup. Too strong off the backboard. And the rebound to Mack, back they come. Near side, Milfeld. Down low to Adams, good strip by Ivory. Got the hand in there, knocked the ball out of bounds. Otherwise, Adams could have had an easy layup for Mineral.
Again, excellent interior defense by Jefferson College, but Mac, 23 on the shot clock, plenty of time to get a good shot off. Just make sure you get an open shot and don't be tentative when you have it, take it.
There's a foul on McCrite reaching in, trying to strip that away from Bell. Melanie McCrite will pick up her second personal. Inbounding will be Briley Milfeld. Milfeld gets it back from Bell. At the top between the circles, middle of the floor, right wing Fraser Jones. Stops, pops from 18, missed it. Rebound Voinova, back on the Lady Vikings. Johnson had her shot deflected away. She wanted to pull up on the right side on the wing, and Glennie said, no, not gonna happen. Deflected that one away, and Mack picks up the loose ball. Wide open at the top, Bell for three. Missed it, hit the top of the backboard. That'll draw a whistle from the referees, and automatically the ball will go to Jefferson.
Mineral Area started off 0 for 7 in the first half, and they start off 0 for 6 to begin the second half.
Full timeout on the floor called by Coach Emmerich. We'll step aside for 60 seconds. Jefferson up 43-21 on Regional Radio. Jefferson College with the basketball, back from the timeout, just over 15 minutes to go in the ball game. Driving in is Johnson, puts up a runner, that's an air ball, but Ivory came down with it for the Vikings, and they will reset. Beavers has it, left wing, beyond 3, Johnson. Working on Frazier Jones, and now Adams, lob pass into the low post, and the bucket good. Layup there for Dominique Ivory, and the foul. Chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
That was a great entry pass by Danielle Adams, just kind of lobbed it in. Ivory did a good job establishing position on her defender. She's got a chance for a three-point play.
She's 2 for 2 on the night at the line. This foul is on Leslie Adams. That is her second, and the free throw is good by Dominique Ivory. Gives her 5, all coming in the second half.
Mack needs to score some points. They haven't hit a field goal yet in the second half.
And Melanie McCrite had that ball taken away by Beavers. Johnson down court. Down that left sideline, up top for Adams. Dumps it inside for Ivory. Can't hit the shot, too strong. Rebound hauled away by Leslie Adams. Glennie, long jumper, left side's no good. Weak side rebound in the corner to Frazier Jones, and Mack resets. Leslie Adams at the top to Milfeld, down low, and a shot up and through by Glennie, and drew the foul. Chance at a three-point play for Sherry Glennie.
Surprised that call was actually, that foul was actually called. That was probably the softest foul we've seen all night.
It'll be the third against Jefferson, and Mineral also with 3 fouls in the second half. They get the foul on Johnson, her first, and Glennie hits the free throw. She's got 5 for the ball game. 46-24, Jefferson on top. Lob in, right block. Adams trying to get around her defender, wave off the shot, she traveled. Good defense down low by Bell. Forces Danielle Adams to travel with the basketball. She's got a game-high 14. Jefferson has gotten scoring from virtually everybody. All but one have scored. It's not bad, though, when 9 of your 10 have scored. Pass down low for Glennie, lays it up and in, got around Ivory. Great feed. Glennie's picked it up the last couple of minutes, scoring for Mack.
The last couple times down the floor, Mack has actually set some picks to allow a one-on-one matchup on the interior. They weren't doing that, and that player was getting double-teamed to begin the second half.
Adams, tough angle on the shot, got it up and through off the window, double-teamed. She just put the shot up and over both defenders. Here's a wide-open layup underneath for Frazier Jones, getting the feed from Glennie. Jeffco did not get back on defense.
And right now, Jeffco with that 20-point lead, got a little lazy there on the defensive end, and you know Coach Emmerich not really happy with that right now.
20-point lead for Jefferson, 48-28. Here's Ivory cutting in. And the short jumper strong off the back iron, rebound Glennie. Outlet pass for Milfeld, down court, Shadbolt left wing. Now to Milfeld up high. Right wing for Frazier Jones. Dumps it in for Shadbolt, trying to get around her defender. Bucket good and a foul. Dominique Ivory will commit the personal. Shadbolt with a chance at a three-point play for the Cardinals.
Jefferson College getting a little lazy on defense right there. There's a couple players checking back in, but they're getting a little lazy, and Mack finally starting to take advantage. Scored on their last 4 possessions now, I believe.
It's Ivory's second personal foul. She goes to the bench along with Beavers. Rhodes and Voinova are in for Jefferson. Free throw good for Shadbolt.
Mack now 3 of 4 in the second half on free throws, so starting to improve just a little bit, but again, they've still got an uphill battle with 12-10 to go.
Jeffco was up by 25 at one time. Mack has trimmed it under 20. They now a 17-point advantage. Adams with the kick out for Johnson, open 3, good. Well, that took the starching out a little bit. Goodness.
Double-teamed Adams and left Johnson, the team's second leading scorer, who has proven she can knock down the tray.
Well, you're feeling good about yourself. You got the deficit back under 20, and there's a shot that barely grazed the side of the backboard on the baseline that went through.
That actually helped the ball to go in.
It did.
That helped to graze the backboard on the side on the baseline, and it helped the ball go in because that was not even close to being good.
Voinova, left side, spins, puts it up way too strong, and the rebound on the weak side to Frazier Jones. On the baseline for Bell. Lost the handle, then it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Danielle Adams. Still MAC basketball, 23 on the shot clock. Jefferson up 51-33. MAC trying to climb back in a little bit. There's no quit in this MAC Lady Cardinals team.
Absolutely not. Not a Coach Gary Cook team. They will never, ever, ever quit. They're not going to back down. Wouldn't be surprised to see them make a little bit of a mini run here.
Shad Bolt will take the long two from the top, and she got the friendly bounce. Hit the back rim, bounced off the front rim, and then through the cylinder. And a timeout taken by Coach Emmerich. It'll be a full timeout, so we'll take a 60-second break. 51-35, Jefferson on top of Mineral Area on regional radio. Jefferson College up by 16 over Mineral Area with just under 11 minutes to play. 51-35. Johnson controls for the Vikings, comes right side on the wing, trying to feed Adams in the post, does so right, block, layup, good. That was a strong move. No hesitation by Danielle Adams that time.
You're not going to stop Danielle Adams unless you get that double team there quickly, and there was no stopping her on that play. She just immediately took the basketball and took it strong to the basket.
Here's Glennie driving in, and she is bumped and fouled before the shot. It's that old cliche that you always heard on ESPN. You can't stop them, you can only hope to contain them.
Only had about 6, I believe, in the first half, Ryan, and 8 points in the first half. She's come out firing.
She's doubled that in the second already. She's scored 10 second-half points. Here's Glennie in the paint again. Nice little move, but can't finish. Putback is there for Frazier Jones. She's fouled. Chance at a three-point play. Sarah Frazier Jones, I think, is really the player that makes this team go.
Absolutely. She's been the workhorse. She's been one of the players that's just been running around all over the court. We've called her name a lot tonight. And she's got a chance to make this a 15-point game. This was a 25-point game about 5 minutes ago.
She missed the free throw. Rebound on the weak side to Danielle Adams. Good to say right side. There's no weak side when you're shooting a free throw. Down low to Adams again. She'll take turn and pop it, missing it from 15 on the baseline. Rebound to Mineral Area. Down low to Glennie. Ball's thrown away, out of her reach.
Not a whole lot of turnovers. That's only the third turnover for Mac and 1 for Jefferson in this second half. It's just been a lot of fouls, actually. 9 fouls total.
Yeah, 6 on Jeffco, 3 on Mac. Vikings basketball up 53-37. Shea Williams kicks it out for Johnson. Open jumper from the right side, rims out. And the rebound underneath, corralled by Shadbolt, excuse me. Back the other way come the MAC Cardinals. Not out of this one yet. They need some stops on defense. They've had a few of those. Now they need to score a little more. And Shadbolt makes a move, heading right down the heart of that defense, right down the lane, and she's fouled. Shot was deflected away, but free throws coming up for Caitlin.
And Mac did a nice job. That was a great play set up by Coach Cook. They got Shadbolt matched up on Latoya Johnson, and that's about a foot difference in height there. That's a great matchup for Mineral Area. They'll take that all day.
Shadbolt's first one is good, gives her 12. She's got leading the way for Mac with 12. She's the only player for Mineral at double figures. Now 13 as she hits both of her shots at the line, and we're going to get a timeout. Taken by Mineral Area, full timeout. We'll step aside again for another 60 seconds. 53-39, Jefferson on top of Mac on regional radio. 9:22 to play in the ball game. Jefferson inbounding on top by 14, which was the deficit they were leading by at halftime.
Jefferson not out of the woods yet.
Definitely not. Down low is Adams, and underneath Bell tried to draw the charge, but Adams got position and scored the layup.
She needs to go to maybe Juilliard to get a little bit of better acting skills, because that was not a good flop there.
Mac needs a bucket. Try to bring that deficit back down to 14 or even 13. Here's a steal by Ivory. Hands off to Johnson. 3-on-2. Left side, Ivory pulls up on the baseline. Short jumper does not fall, but free throws coming up for Dominique.
Coach Emmerich telling her, go up strong. Make sure you can get close to the basket. You already got the free throws. Make sure you go up strong. Try and finish that to get the three-point play.
Sarah Frazier-Jones picks up the personal, her second, team's fourth. And the first free throw good for Ivory. She's got 6.
Ryan, the pace of the second half has really slowed down a bit with all these fouls. Not really sure who that favors, to be honest with you. Both teams can slow it down, but both teams can also run. So I don't think it's much of a favor. It's just kind of it kind of kills momentum for one side or the other.
Ivory hits both of her free throws. She's got 7, all coming in the second half. And a steal on the inbounds play. Johnson finds Adams left wing, open 3, missed it. Underneath the rebound, comes away to Mack. Wires pass down court for Shadbolt. Now to Beavers. Check that jumper was taken by Bell. She couldn't hit that one from the free throw line. Rebound Jefferson. Mack had an opportunity there.
Another missed opportunity for the Lady Cardinals.
Shea Williams, right wing, beyond the arc. Passes up top for Johnson. Back for Williams, open 3, right wing. No good, rebound Adams. And the putback, no good. Got it again. Still fights, still puts it up, and through, and a foul.
That's just strength there by Danielle Adams. There's nothing you can do, really. That's just a lot of strength and determination by number 23.
That foul is called on Shayla Bell, her third. This is only the second free throw attempt the entire game for Danielle Adams. Usually she attempts about 10 a game or so. And she gets this one to go. She's got a game-high 23. It's quiet 23.
Very quiet 23. She's averaging about 27 a game, but that's about the quietest 23 points I've ever seen.
Underneath Wires, kick out to the top. Milfeld ball fake, heads towards the rim, and the running layup is good. Tough little shot there by Milfeld.
Mack needs some stops on the defensive end. They're down 19, and we're approaching the 7:30 mark in the game.
Here's Johnson driving in. Her layup high off the window, no good. Rebound on Ivory. Jeffco will reset. Down low left block, little spin move. Layup there for Danielle Adams. She made that one look easy. She's got 25. Jeffco up 62-41. In a blink of an eye, Jeffco's back up over 20 again.
And you got to blame Mack Lady Cardinals. They had 2 players there, and they didn't even try and go for the rim. They tried to tip it to somebody else. That's on the Mack defense right there.
Shadbolt jumper from the right corner is good. Hits that one from 15. Showing her range once more. She's got 15 for the ball game.
Jefferson looks like they're going to try and eat some clock off of this on this possession.
Johnson in the paint. Cut off. Pass to the top for Adams. Guarded by Bell. Adams going to make a move to the rim and can't hit the shot. And a foul's been called.
They called traveling on Adams.
Against Danielle Adams. She did take an extra step. There was some contact in there, but she did take the extra step.
Not happy with that call.
Coach Emmerich didn't like it at all. He felt that she was hounded pretty good, and Mack being a little bit physical with her. But again, sometimes when you're that big and you're that tall, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. See that? Just ask any 6'10" kid in high school. They never get the benefit of the doubt. Here's a travel against Glennie of Mack, and it gives the ball right back to Jeffco.
They say you're as big or bigger than anybody else on the floor. You should have to work a little bit harder than everybody else.
Absolutely. That's usually how it works.
Ask Shaquille O'Neal. He'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. Sure, the same thing happened to guys like Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon.
I'm sure none of those players would have traded their talent, though.
No. Dominique Ivory missed a runner, and she puts it back up and through. Credit Johnson for keeping that one alive. Ivory with another bucket. She's got 9. All coming in the second half. Jefferson ups the lead 64-43 with 6 minutes to go.
Who's the only player not to score for Jefferson? Is it Beavers?
Beavers. Left side, long 2-point bucket, missed by Shadbolt. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Jeffco ball. Yeah, Danae Beavers is the only one who has not scored. She's on the floor right now. Everybody who's gotten into the game for Mac has scored with the exception of Wires. Jumper no good from the top by Johnson. Glenny the rebound, outlet pass given to Wires. Dangerous pass down court, but got it to Jones. Down low, layup there for Leslie Adams.
Nice strong move by Leslie Adams. One-on-one with Dominique Ivory. She just powered her way, lowered the shoulder, lowered the boom, and powered her way there into the basket.
Here's Johnson slicing to the rim. She'll lay it up and in. Nobody came over to help for Mack, and that left a wide open lane there for Johnson, and she's too quick.
Well, barring a miracle comeback for the Lady Cardinals, they're going to fall to 0-2 and 5-game losing streak, as there's the foul there committed by Cherokee Barrett reaching in on Frazier Jones. But Mack's really got to look at this and say, you know, we were right in this ball game at halftime. We didn't play very well. You know, we didn't shoot it very well. We kind of made some stupid mistakes, and they got to know, and Coach Tuck's got to tell them, listen, we didn't play well. That's why we lost this game. They didn't beat us. We kind of beat ourselves tonight. And that's something a positive that Coach Tuck can look at.
Frazier Jones misses the front end of the 1-and-1.
But of course, I don't want to take all credit away from Jefferson College either. They've been playing a pretty solid ball game. But again, Mineral is they're a better team, I think, than that going to be 7-10 record.
Absolutely, 7-9, yeah, coming in. Johnson, there's a tough shot. Got that one to go. She was hit in the air as she laid it up and in. Put it up and through off the window. Chance at a three-point play for LaToya Johnson. And we're going to get a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll leave it here. Jefferson up now 68-45. 4:41 to play. The closest Mineral got it was 14, and that's what the deficit was at the half. Jeffco moved it up to 25. Mack brought it back down to 14. And now Jeffco is back up over 20 again. Right now at 23. Could be 24.
Jefferson really going to try and take some time off the clock. I don't think Mineral Area is going to start fouling unless they make a little bit of a mini run. If they can cut this lead to about 16, 15 points, possibly start fouling and kind of get Jefferson College at the free throw line, but I don't see them doing that right now with a 23-point deficit. Just going to try and run your offense.
LaToya Johnson will try to complete the three-point play if she stands at the line. She's 2 for 2 on the night at the charity stripe, and the free throw is good. Gives her 16. 69-45. Pass ahead for Milfeld in the right corner. Dumps it underneath for Adams. Ball taken away by Danielle Adams. Leslie Adams never really got her hand on that pass. And LaToya Johnson slowly over the timeline for Jeffco.
They're going to try and run a little pick and roll here.
Here's the kick out to Dominique Ivory. Takes the jumper, missed from 15. Putback is there for Danielle Adams. She's at her season average of 27. 71-45. Jefferson, I think, has worn out Mineral Area a little bit. Mack had a few chances to get back in, but just couldn't close the gap anywhere closer than 14. Left side, Leslie Adams gets around Ivory, and the running jumper is no good. Rebound, stick back is rims out. Glenny could not get that one to go. Outlet pass now for Johnson, stolen back by Glenny. Wires, jumper, left side, deflected away by Adams. Ball loose on the floor and out of bounds. It'll stay with Mineral Area.
Neither team, it's getting a little sloppy out there in a 26-point game. You can lose your concentration, but the hustle is still there really for both teams. You always love to see that. Late in the ball game, you know the game is pretty much in hand for one team, but both teams still out there hustling as if it's a 2-point ball game.
71-45. Inbound play to Leslie Adams, kick out, left corner, Milfeld. Down low, Adams left block. Cut off by Voinova, and she threw it away. Tried to get the pass to the top and threw it right to Cherokee Barrett. Now to Adams cutting in, lays it up and in left side.
Barrett actually came, tried to back that ball out, and Adams was cutting to the basket, says, hey, I have an open lane, I'm gonna take the shot.
Danielle Adams with 29. Driving in, Frazier Jones missed the layup with the left hand, but she is fouled. Free throws coming up for the sophomore from Australia. Sarah Frazier-Jones. She was an intricate part of the success Mac had last year, winning 20-plus games and finishing as a Region 16 runners-up. Free throw is good. Foul was called against Danae Beavers, her second.
I believe everybody has, well, all but one have played for Mineral Area tonight. And I think everybody's played for Jeffco.
I think Sarah Ward may be one of the few, and maybe Katie Mills are the only two that have not played for MAC.
Sarah Ward, you're right, that's the other one from Farmington. 2 players have not played for MAC, but everybody else has played in the ballgame for both squads.
Frazier-Jones hits both free throws. There's a jumper missed by Jeffco. Rebound to Mineral. Milfeld down the right sideline, right in front of the scorer's table. Now the MAC bench. Near side wing, given to Bell. Now it's Jones. Kick out to Milfeld. 3 from the top, banks in. The
Take him any way you can get him.
For Milfeld.
Take him any way you can get him.
Absolutely. Hey, why not? It worked for Danielle Adams a couple times.
Absolutely, got her jump started a bit.
A couple of unorthodox threes, I could say that. Unorthodox, there we go. Lob inside for Voinova is out of bounds. Tipped out by Mac. It'll be still with Jeffco with 13 on the shot clock. 73-50, Jefferson on top by 27, 2:10 to play.
Going to improve to 17-1. There's no way anybody thought they'd be 17-1 to start the season after losing what they did last year.
Not with 9 freshmen and only 1 sophomore. Rhodes with the kick out near side. Here's a jumper by Beavers. That's off the mark. Had to force it up as time was running out on the shot. Mac gets the rebound. Back down court come the Lady Cardinals. Jones up high. Now to Shadbolt. Cuts down the middle of the lane. Fouled by Voinova or McCrite, one of the two. They're going to get Voinova.
Again, Mac still working hard trying to get to the basket. But this one just a little too much in the second half by Jefferson College. And Mac really could not capitalize on some of their opportunities.
Shadbolt hits the first free throw, 16 points for her. And it looks like Mac's going to clear the bench a little bit.
Lori Bell into the ball game, Sarah Ward and Katie Mills all in the ball game for Mac.
Both free throws are good by Shadbolt. Now she steps out.
This MAC team can look at this game and say, hey, we were right with them. The score may not have indicated it, but we can play with pretty much anybody in the region. Jefferson, obviously one of the top teams in the region. Mac's showing they can play with them.
McCrite misses a 3 from the top. Rebound on the left side to Beavers. Swings it back right to Johnson. Johnson beyond 3. McCrite between the circles. Right side Johnson. Takes it to the rim. Bounce pass underneath. Layup is there. Melanie McCrite able to finish for Jeffco. She's got 5. Timeout is Jeffco is going to make a substitution. They're going to bring Trinice Greer back in and give Johnson the rest of the night off. 75-52, Jeffco with the lead. Over the timeline to the near side is Lori Bell. She traveled. Ball back to Jeffco. A little bit of pressure applied by the Vikings, but Bell just lost her concentration.
Let's go, White!
Just under a minute to go now in the ball game, and Jeffco will improve to 17-1. Mac going to fall to 7-10. Tough start to this region season for the Lady Cardinals.
Beavers misses the jumper. Rebound underneath. Eldridge gets tied up by Beavers. And on the possession arrow, it'll be Jefferson College ball. Haven't seen too many tie-ups tonight.
Actually, I think that might be the first one.
I think it's only happened, 2 or 3 times the whole game. Pass up top, Voinova. Right corner, Beavers. Skip pass, far side, McCrite. Dribbles inside the arc, he's gonna take it all the way to the basket, lays it in.
She got a clean open seam to the basket and knew how to finish. There was nobody in the middle for Mac.
Lori Bell spins in the paint, pulls up, short jumper, no good. And the rebound underneath by Katie Mills. Mac resets the offense. with 20 seconds left in the game. Eldridge kicks it out. Long three from the top is no good. Sarah Ward misses that one. Jefferson the rebound with 9 seconds. McCrite spots for three, right side. There he's hit with 3 seconds remaining. Maybe not necessarily needed. And Mac will run out the clock as the ball game ends with Jefferson College winning 80-52 over the Mac Lady Cardinals.
Exceptional education.
Spectacular experience.
The personalization.
It was convenient.
It's a fun atmosphere.
And my personal experience here has just been wonderful.
It just opened up a whole new horizon for our family.
Arnold, High Ridge, and the Hillsborough campus has been very convenient.
I recommend Jefferson College every day to anyone who will ask.
I'm Russ Hilton.
I'm Jane.
I'm Brandon Berger.
I'm Liz Lando, and I'm proud I chose to attend Jefferson College.